Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about more books for the summer. I'm going to recommend some books I've read and some I haven't read, but you might like to try them. Now the first book is called The Green Ember, written by S.D. Smith and read on Audible by Joel Clarkson. And here's the blurb. My place beside you, my blood for yours, till the green ember rises or the end of the world. Heather and Picket are extraordinary rabbits with ordinary lives until calamitous events overtake them, spilling them into a cauldron of misadventures. They discover that their own story is bound up in the tumult threatening to overwhelm the wider world. Kings fall and kingdoms totter. Tyrants ascend and terrors threaten. Betrayal beckons and loyalty is a broken road with peril around every bend. Where will Heather and Picket land? How will they make their stand? It's a captivating story with sword-bearing rabbits, daring quests, and moments of poignant beauty. The Green Ember is a tale that will delight and inspire young readers' courage and creativity. That sounds really exciting, doesn't it? So if you go to Audible Books, you can listen to the whole of this story for free. Remember yesterday I talked about how if you go here, it brings you to this page and then onto this page when you start listening. And under elementary, you will find The Green Ember. It's a slightly more difficult read than the other stories I've recommended. After listening to the blurb, does it make you want to listen to more of this? And would you like to hear more tales like this? What type of story do you think this is? Now, my second recommend today is The Secret Garden, written by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Here's a synopsis, a sort of a summary of the story. Mary Lennox, a spoiled, ill-tempered and unhealthy child, comes to live with her reclusive uncle in Misselthwaite Manor after the death of her parents. There she meets a hearty housekeeper and her spirited brother, a dour gardener, a cheerful Robin, and her wilful, hysterical and sickly cousin, Master Colin. Dour means slightly miserable, and reclusive means he doesn't like to go out and meet many people. With the help of the robin, Mary finds the door to a secret garden, neglected and hidden for years. When she decides to restore the garden in secret, the story becomes a charming journey into the places of the heart where faith restores health, flowers refresh the spirit, and the magic of the garden coming to life anew brings health to Colin and to Mary happiness. And it's the sort of story which is good to listen to at the moment when things seem a little bit sad, perhaps sad. And if you want to listen to some stories being read, you can also go to YouTube. And if you put in hashtag #FlyWithTinyOwl, you can listen to a teacher called Aidan Severs reading Cinderella of the Nile, which was a book that we were reading in the spring term. That's a great one to listen to. You could also listen to another tale, The Phoenix of Persia, read by the teacher Mike Watson. And on that site also, there are lots of ideas for making things. I thought this was a great one, making kinetic toys, toys that you can move with Hazel Terry. But there are lots of different making ideas on this site. This is another one I'd like to recommend, Learning English British Kids, British Council, Learning English British Council. And this site has lots of stories and songs. And these are some of the short stories. Dick Whittington, Boudicca. We mentioned Boudicca when we were studying the Stone Age in the autumn term, and the Celts. Here, you can also go on to topic areas. Here's the top of the ancient Egypt topics, and there are word games and songs and other games to look at. So just a quick reminder of the sites that I have mentioned so far then. So for poetry, you can go to Poetry by Heart. Stories to listen to, you can go to Audible. More stories, go to #FlyWithTinyOwl on YouTube. And even more stories and topics and other things to do on Learn English Kids British Council. I hope that's given you some good ideas.